Good afternoon. This is Mark Harrison with Sewer Line Check Professionals. I'm here at 14624 Round Valley Drive in Sherman Oaks, and I am preparing to perform a video examination of the main sewer line for Stephen and Emily O'Connor. Now, the main sewer line is the portion of the waste drainage piping that is exterior to the structure. It lies underground and connects the building drain line system to the public sewer. The building drain line system then is the portion or portions of the waste drainage piping that would be underneath or interior to the structure. Our examination today is not focused on the building drain line system, so if further evaluation is desired regarding the building drain line system, a licensed plumbing contractor should be contacted, or a specialty building drain line video examination can be set up through our office. So I'm going to be performing my examination today from this 4-inch main sewer line cleanout that we've been shown. This cleanout is located here at the back of the house near the hot tub or spa area, just outside our den area doors here. And this pipe's going to come out and then wrap around and then run down the right side of the property down towards the street. Alright, so as we drop in here, we're pretty much immediately making a 90-degree turn to the right and head over towards the right side of the property. And then very shortly we're going to make another 90-degree elbow return. Start running down to the front of the yard. Now what we're pushing through here is an older or original cast iron piping material. Now the cast iron pipes from this era typically were expected to last somewhere in the 60 to 70 year range. So what we're really looking for are any signs that the pipe has begun to fail. And what that's usually going to be is excessive rust and scale buildup, any areas where you might have roots starting to penetrate the walls of the pipe, things of that nature. So far what I'm seeing is more in the way of moderate to somewhat heavy rust and scale, but not excessive. My evaluation of this cast iron pipe is that it's still within the expected or useful service life. But when a cast iron pipe gets to this condition, we are suggesting or recommending that it be monitored with regular video examinations. This sort of service can help to keep an eye on the deterioration rate of the pipe and help to better project a future replacement date. And then right here at 56 feet we are changing pipe materials now from the cast iron to a vitrified clay piping. This is a natural material clay piping that's very common for main sewer line systems. You'll see here where the cast iron connects to the clay, there's some slight root intrusion there, and a little bit of cracking starting to occur along the top of that clay pipe section. This is just an area where the system will tend to get breached first, and there gets to be a little bit of stress there. Again, not anything I'm recommending repair on at this point, because down the road you will be replacing this cast iron pipe, and any cracking or damage here would just get repaired at the same time. Nothing there that's really affecting the function of the system. Now, these clay pipe materials, like I said, they are very common in main sewer line systems. It's a natural material, so it's got a very long service life expectancy. Not really expected to deteriorate underground. But they are fairly brittle in nature and do have a higher potential for damage during things like seismic activity or earthquakes. And we are seeing roots intruding into the system in a few of these joints or where the pipe sections connect. That also is a fairly common condition in the older clay pipes. Normally we're suggesting that these roots can be maintained with regular sewer line cleanings. But if they're left unmaintained for extended periods, they can create blockages in the system. And they can also have the potential to damage those joints or break the pipe. The system's fairly clean at this point. I've only seen some minor roots. What we're looking at here is looks like a little chunk of mortar They used mortar at the joints when they put these pipes together to help support those pipe sections and joints, and sometimes it squeezed through into the pipe itself. That's what you're seeing in a couple of these joints. Very normal. But you see they do have a tendency to catch some debris here and there. So here's a good example of the root intrusion we were talking about. They're coming in here at this joint. Looks like they've been cut back recently. And then a little bit more here right at our public connection. And what looks like a slight separation there, I do not believe it is. The right side of the pipe, that joint looks pretty clean. So sometimes when they had to make a turn just a little bit more than what the elbow or the fitting was, they tweak it a little bit. There's actually an overlap of 3 to 4 inches where these joints are at, where these pipes connect. So a slight separation like that isn't really an issue. Right here then, 72 feet looking down into our public sewer. So at this point, we have a system that's draining normally and exhibiting common conditions with some older piping that's still within its useful service life but getting older and would want to be monitored. Also with the minor cracks we've seen in some of the roots, maintenance and monitoring of basically the entire system is what we're going to be recommending in this case. So I am going to go ahead and wrap up the video portion of the examination for today. Please do refer to my written report for a description of the final findings and recommendations, including maintenance recommendations. Now, we do recommend that all main sewer lines should be examined after any significant seismic activity, and that main sewer lines should be examined annually to monitor for changing conditions in a system. And that's especially important when you have an older pipe that would need to be watched from time to time. This is Mark Harrison with Sewer Line Check Professionals. Thank you very much, and have a pleasant day. You guys love